It's put it on a vlog or something.
To be loved.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The Corner.
Will you shut the hell up?
Where we talk all things music. We even encourage others to sing music.
Or be toxic.
Whoa.
Tune into the Patreon. We got some shit for y'all.
One day.
Like I said, I've never been toxic.
Huh?
I've never been toxic.
Nah, but old ceiling thunderclap over here, boy. Huh?
Bro, that was said in the confidence of the pre-pod.
Wow.
The fuck?
Nobody know what I'm talking about.
I know.
Bleed it out. Bleep it out.
Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
That nigga drunk or sleepy. I don't know which one it is. But anyway.
Me?
On The Corner, what we do here is we review music.
We do.
And
Sometimes.
on this week.
So we calling this music now.
On this week, we reviewed the latest ever from Meek Mill and Rick Ross. Too Good to Be True. Collaborative album.
Can I go first?
Go ahead.
Oh.
I just want to go first because I don't want nobody to steal my take.
I don't think I'm going to steal your take, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm quite sure I'm not stealing your take.
All right. I just want to jump it out there anyway.
Go dump it out there, man.
All right. So, I wasn't that impressed by this album.
Damn, he stole my take.
I wasn't that impressed by this album. It was cool. Of course, you're going to get good beats from Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he going to get the production that we used to. The music was cool. The verses, it was all right. The take that I don't want nobody to steal is, I think Dame had the best verse on the whole goddamn album.
I had something like that written down, but I didn't say that.
All right, cool. Dame Lillard had the best verse on the whole album.
So you just going to disrespect Shaquille O'Neal?
Shaquille fucked that song up.
And that's your boy.
That's right here.
Shaquille.
You said he fucked it up too?
And I quote, Shaq's verse was running outside the margins when he was writing his 24 bars, trying to fit it into 16.
That's it. First off, you don't have to quote yourself.
Hey,
Just say it.
I retweeted my own shit.
That's quotable.
But yeah, I feel like that song.
I mean, like, Shaq ain't a rapper like that, so I'm not going to hold it against him.
I am going to hold it against him because he could have just not did that.
He's a DJ now, right?
I don't care.
So if you get in the booth.
It's called Shaq and Kobe, bro.
And you
I don't care.
And you recite
Kobe
words,
ain't got a verse.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Is that too soon?
I'm just saying.
That's too
No,
soon.
it's not. You can go back and get old Kobe verses. They exist.
It's only
Bro,
one.
it ain't
It's
like,
more than one.
He ain't pop, nigga.
It is verses out there. They
You think he
exist.
got
He
a
was
catalog
on the
of
Brian McKnight
unpublished
song,
work?
and what else?
He got other songs, like not like
Man.
he put out, but he got verses. I've heard them.
Bruh.
You was a big fan.
Nah, I think that's too far.
You ain't.
Man.
Don't do that shit, Shaq.
Vanessa Bryant rolling over in her grave, bro.
Don't do that, Shaq.
And his line was, I'm going to bring the drama till I'm with the mamba.
Don't do that, Shaq.
That's a
No,
bar.
till I'm with the mamba, I'm going to bring the drama.
I'm just not holding Shaq to a very high standard, personally.
Shaq messed that song to me. So to me, that song was a really good song. With just
The original.
the original's cool, but with just
Dame.
with Meek, Rick Ross, and Dame, that song was a really good song. You just leave it at that. You don't need to add Shaq to that. Other than that, I forgot the name of the song, but the only other song that I really thought was cool was the song with Wale. Probably because I like Wale.
We like Wale.
Yeah.
I like Wale.
Shout out.
Yeah. Other than that, I ain't gonna say they was trash. They were mid. I feel like all the rest of the songs were very mid.
So you
Well, we're not doing that scale anymore.
I'm gonna give a real number.
Oh, okay.
But that's just for the tracks.
You hush up now.
It was really mid. So the Dame verse is gonna get you a point, an extra point.
A whole point?
I hear
The whole
6.
point?
You definitely about to get a 6.
I hear 6.
The Dame verse is gonna get you up to a 6 because you was sitting at a 5.
Oh.
So my rating is a 6. And I'm gonna probably be hating a little bit to the YouTube world.
I hate
Ain't gonna hate you.
I'm just saying, man. That's where I'm at with it.
Johnny.
Johnny about to be dog food.
That type of hater
That's
shit
cool.
is just not, there's no place for that in this world.
I'm just, it is what it is, man. I'm sorry.
Lenny D with the tight tee. What you got?
That's a bar for you.
That was better than most of the bars on this album.
All right. Let me get a little sip to it.
You done mixed the Douce with the Hennessy?
They both yaks.
Oh my Lord.
A pure white.
All right, man. I'm not I don't. This didn't do me no. You know, I don't like this because I'm a Meek Mill fan.
I don't like this.
But I don't know if y'all listened to his the last thing he put out, Flamers 5.
That was
Yeah.
trash.
I thought that was way better than this. Me personally, I don't.
We
think,
kind of reviewed that, didn't we?
Nah, we did the other one.
I don't think Meek Mill and Rick
What
Ross.
was his last album?
I don't think they styles go very well together because one of them was like
I'll look it up.
Meek Mill when he's by himself, it just seems more raw and authentic. Then he gets with Rick Ross, and it's just like I don't know. It feels a little too
We did
commercialized
Champions.
for me. So for me, this album,
Shout out to us.
it didn't do it for me. Like Johnny said, I mean, the production's always gonna be good. You know, when Rick Ross do a project or whatever.
Who produced this or produced most of it?
Don't even
Keenan,
know.
do you know?
No, I was. That's the one thing I didn't get a chance to look up.
Nothing on here was like, damn, I'm blown away. But I mean, it is some good songs on here. Dead Last with
Cool and Dre. I saw
Fabulous
Cool and Dre
Boy.
was on there.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. It's tough, dude. Because nothing on here is like, yo, that is absolutely a bad song. I never thought like that's absolutely
No,
a
I
bad
didn't.
song.
That was my.
It's just like, oh, I get both of y'all. I'm gonna hold y'all to this bar up here. So when you do this, it's like, it's not a bad song, but I still think it's bad because you should be up here.
Okay.
If that make any sense.
It's only bad because it didn't meet your expectations. Is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
You got a lot of producers.
my favorite songs on here was Dead Last, Fine Lines, like he said, the one with Wale. I kind of like the Kobe and Shaq
Oh,
remix
yeah.
just because Shaq's in there.
Yeah,
Even though y'all hate
Fabulous.
Shaq.
Fabulous verse was decent on there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
He was. He said some clever stuff on there.
Yeah.
But overall, man, it don't sound, it's weird because it don't sound quite like a Rick Ross album and it don't quite sound like a Meek Mill album. It just, I don't like this mashup, whatever you want to call it. I don't like this. For me, it was a 6.
Okay.
We 6 in this thing.
I'll
right
be
here.
copying off of each other.
But for different reasons, though.
Go ahead.
Sounded verbatim.
I'm not gonna say that I'm the biggest Meek Mill fan either, or fan. So it's really.
I like
not.
Meek Mill.
I know.
I
you
thought
do.
Flamers 5 was like probably.
I'm like,
8
to
or 9
me,
for me.
For me personally, like Dreams and Nightmares was Meek's best work, and that was his first.
Well, I
that was
mean-
the first time I ever heard of him.
No, you heard I'm a boss before that.
Yeah, but I like that song not necessarily because of him. I only really like the remix, and I like T.I.'s verse on that.
I don't think I remember the remix. I don't.
I ride or die, roll. All I know is he say, "Hoes who not Minaj and got no business." That's T.I. T.I.'s verse on that on "I'm a Boss" remix is a great, and I changed the song right after that.
Oh. Okay, what you got, Chris?
Well, I guess my rating is actually a little higher than your guys'. I thought mine was gonna be low,
You've been acting crazy the last few weeks. Who knows?
but I have my notes up in front of me. So I actually thought, like, when you think about this group, you do hold them higher, thinking that it's gonna be better than what it is, right?
Does that sound verbatim to you?
It does.
It does.
Very
I was kind of
Checking.
Hot take.
Just
no.
checking.
I was kind of reiterating what you were saying and taking it to
Which is
another
another
level.
word for verbatim.
I know, but I was trying to
Exactly.
take what
quote unquote.
take what you said to another level.
Well, let's see this other
So-
level you getting to.
So you
Because right now it's the same.
Yeah, exactly.
you about to spit out a 6 too, my nigga.
Nah, but it's like, I don't know, you expect more from them. So it's like, and then they released the Shaq and Kobe song, and I was like, okay. It's like, you think of Shaq and Kobe, like the whole little video that they have of them standing together, it's kind of like, okay, cool. You listen to the song, it's kind of like, this is all right. Like, I feel like you let
I
Kobe
get what
down.
they were trying to do there, though.
You let Kobe down.
I get what they were trying to do. Like it's the correlation between the two pairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fair.
It just don't match up though. 'Cause to me, Rick Ross is like literally the definition of like a commercial rapper. And Meek Mill's like the definition of just like a what you say, a street rapper.
A street nigga that made it.
Or just a street rap. Like if you listen to like any other Meek Mill music, you like, yo, like he sound like he just
You
just
think
standing
Rick
around the corner.
Ross's Port of Miami was commercial?
No, but he's a long way from Port of Miami right now, I think.
Well, last week we talked about, showing growth in your music. The man's rich now.
Yeah, but he's still saying some of the same like weird shit sometimes.
What do you got? A bunch of horses or what do you got? Rick Ross?
Yeah, I mean, he talked about bought a $30 million
estate.
jet, then
Yeah.
bought this and that, but
Grandiose.
yeah, but
Name of the song on there, yeah.
it just sounds like I don't know, man. They just for me, they don't belong together on the whole album. Like do a feature, not the whole album.
Okay.
Yeah. But I actually thought the lyrics on here were decent, like, but I just felt like the music wasn't good. Like Johnny was saying, like the music wasn't good, but the lyrics were decent.
So the opposite.
My
of what I
opinion,
said.
yeah, kind of.
Gotcha.
So I didn't really like the songs, but what they were saying was cool. Like lyrical easy or whatever. I was like, okay, y'all didn't really go crazy on that,
It was only 1 minute and 40 seconds.
but still. But I mean, they mostly were short anyway. 2 minutes,
Yeah,
2 minutes,
true
2 minutes.
that. Shaq and Kobe remix could have been like 4.
But I did obviously
Hating on Shaq.
like Dame's verse. I thought Fabulous had a good verse. But I'm gonna cut to it. I gave it a 7, a flat 7. I thought it was average. So
I mean, you ain't too far from where we from. You act
Yeah.
like you was gonna be. I'm a little higher, like you was going 8 or something.
I thought y'all was gonna be higher, but whatever.
Nah, man, I can only give you what you earn. I'm sorry.
But I'm not. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm the
Rameek.
biggest fans of Meek and Ross either, though. But and I really didn't have a favorite song, so it's kind of like I didn't think
Sound
any
so sad and disappointed.
For a
because I
7.
did. Like
You
I
sound
thought
like you beat down for a 7. To be honest,
I think he really wanted to give it a 6, but since he already clown dropper saying verbatim, he couldn't give it a 6.
you sound beat
No,
down.
I
for
didn't
the
want-
6,
no,
man.
I
I
mean,
might
for the
start
7.
writing your shit down on a piece of paper and just put it in the middle of the table for you, so we know.
No, I actually thought it was okay. I really thought it was gonna be better than this.
What do you think
So
about
that's why
French?
Kind of feel like it was.
I didn't like that verse.
I didn't like that verse either.
I actually put his quote in here. Where'd it go? That nigga said, hold on. If I nut on your stomach, that's $5 million in your womb.
Yeah.
I said, what,
nigga? I said, first off, if
The
you
wound
nut
is on the other side, nigga.
I said, that fucking line is nuts, bro.
Literally nuts.
A lot of times, you can have a good verse, but if the song's bad, it's just lost with the terrible
It's
shit.
already just bad, just getting
Yeah, I'd be
worse.
like, oh, whatever. Yeah. You lost that when you wasted that shit.
I don't know. I still I think of the verse too though. Like what do you mean? Like the beat's bad or like just the song in general? Like
Oh man, when I
I feel like if you got a good verse, it kind of makes a
you
good song.
I already say if you got a good beat, you halfway there. But now say you got a good beat and these two dudes are doing some terrible shit on it, then you give me one good verse. I'm still like, well, that song wasn't very good. Like you might have had a good verse, but I'm not gonna go back to that song to hear your verse three spots in and shit. Like that's not gonna happen. It's just like, I really wasn't feeling that song. He was cool, but whatever.
You remember back in the day when you should cut out Jay-Z verses for songs?
Yeah.
Like I would do that for Dame's verse. And I'm cool on the rest
Nigga,
of the
it's just
song.
I
one
literally
song.
did that, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And he put it out by himself, so he could just go get that.
What happened? What?
Dame released this. This is a freestyle.
Word.
And Dame released it.
So
and then
basically, he said you can go find this Dame by
With
himself.
just Dame.
Dame-
Is it on Apple Music?
I don't know about that.
See, nigga, you become, man.
Well, I'm just saying, Dame put that shit out, and it was just like, that shit's fire. They put it on the album.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, Dame released the Shaq and Kobe freestyle, and I'm like, Dame killed that shit. I didn't even hear Shaq shit till the album. I didn't know Shaq was on there.
I really feel like y'all should have, or we should have listened to a couple songs from Flamers 5.
I think we reviewed it, and I
We
remember
did.
sound-
We
it
talked
does-
about that
this-
before.
This doesn't even sound like Meek Mill, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
Mills.
But I wanted to say real quick with like
Meal.
before you
Mills.
started. Yeah, Mills. I noticed you weren't saying that. You were catching yourself. It's just one of them. But like, but majority of the beginning of Nas's career, like he had the trashiest beats, but his lyrics were so on point. Like, still one of the greatest.
I don't know. Maybe it's just.
But he lost that time. Though.
Maybe I'm a boom bap guy, but I really didn't think Nas had bad beats.
Nas had the worst beats. Like, you gotta think if he had some better beats, the dude would have been like. I mean, I guess he's already a great, but still, like,
what's the bad beat?
I can't
Give
remember.
me an example
I
of
can't
the
remember
bad
a
beat.
memorable beat that he had besides that New York on
Halftime,
Illmatic.
my nigga?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like that was fire. Like, and then I mean, off the top of my head, but
Nas's like sucks. Nostradamus sucks.
yes, Nostradamus probably the worst beat he ever had.
All right, bad example. That one was a little candy corn.
But that song was
Hate
still
Me Now
cool. He
was
made
trash?
it. He made it what it was.
Hate Me Now was a trash beat.
Okay, that was cool, but it wasn't a banger.
Hate Me Now wasn't a banger. That's probably one of his.
I think
that was a hit.
but I think by him, you can hate me now. On the
the
chorus, I think the chorus
song
made the beat better.
The song with Lauryn Hill was trash.
If I Rule the World,
Yeah.
Are
If
you
I Rule the
arguing
World,
that Nas has had good like beats and shit?
I think his beats weren't as bad as everybody. I think it was just a cop out. Like Nas didn't have bad beats.
So was he a bad rapper?
No,
What was
great.
the problem then?
niggas was hating. Was the problem?
I don't know. About
How?
but I just think you didn't realize how bad his beats were because he still made the song dope by.
If his beats were that bad and his music was that bad, he wouldn't be still rapping today.
He
He's
would.
Nas. If you went to a school and your kid came home and said my friend's name is Nas, you'd be like, that parent likes hip hop because that you never heard Nas before.
that don't mean that he didn't.
I'm
pick
just
bad
saying
beats,
that
though.
you know Nas is a household name. He's one of the most famous rappers.
Like as I sit here and you say, "Give me a good Nas beat," I can't think of one where I'm like, "Yeah, if I hear that, it's automatically head bobbing, feet tapping and shit." Like
One mic.
The Pledge.
One mic with the pledge.
The Oath, not the
Oath?
oath. The Oath.
that
John,
beat
you
hear
wasn't
that?
cold
When
either.
when you
What?
say that, I think
One
I
Mike's
think of his
beat-
verse though.
One Mike's beat was the
I
most.
hear that
One
first
mic
when
was
it first
incredible.
comes
I could
on.
have made that
And
beat.
niggas
Like
start
that beat was the
talking
most
in some
basic
other
beat in
language.
history.
No, it was
Yes,
not.
it was. Really,
That's
listen
like
to one
6
mic.
samples.
Like,
Okay. When the beat builds up, it turns to a whole different beat.
well, yeah, for sure.
You couldn't have did
part.
that. You couldn't have made.
I mean,
it
that was exaggerating, but still.
Maybe I'm thinking different. When you say like a good beat, I think of like a like a Lil Jon or something. Like as soon as you hear it, you know, like, oh, that's gonna be a banger.
Is that because that's more your style?
Nah, cause
My
I'm
style
thinking
is
of
more-
I
other
like the
people.
boom bap style.
My
You know
style
that.
is more of a sample with some dope drums, but like, is yours more Lil Jon?
I'm thinking
Heavy,
like
heavy bass claps.
No, I'm just thinking like if I think of like Kanye Through the Wire and I think about it with no verses, I'm like that still sound good in my brain.
Well, yeah.
The beat.
Yeah, like I can't think of a Nas song where I'm like that sound good even though nobody's speaking.
I feel he made it with his lyrics and his choruses. He made those beats. Like he should get more credit for that.
Okay. All right.
Ultra Black.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, but that's Hit Boy.
That's newer now.
Yeah.
Now everybody's saying he has good beats now. But it's like Hit Boy made shit that he used to rap on.
But
That was
like,
the crazy part.
but better. It seemed like, but better.
If you're never mind. Anyway,
But no, I mean, it was a
Goddamn.
talking point.
This is America. You can have a thought.
well, I came here to do a review on the album. We talk
Yeah,
about Nas.
you're right.
See where it takes you, man.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, too good to be true.
They wasn't lying.
I think I'm gonna start off with
It was.
with the rating 7. It was cool. 7.
7.
It was cool. I think at this point I'm over the joint albums. I'm over the duo albums. It's not working.
So you didn't think they?
Do tell.
Well, who else didn't work?
Well, I think-
Why you feel
okay,
that way?
well,
Drake
like-
and
like
21
it's-
did one.
Yeah,
I
Drake
thought
and
that was
21.
cool.
Drake
That was
and-
better than this.
Drake and I mean, they're better, but it's just like when you try to put two people together, it doesn't always work for a whole album. Like two single stars going in, trying to blend their audiences together.
I think the
like-
pairs are just not right.
Well,
right now.
It's just like because like Rick Ross is at his best when he's talking money shit, fly shit on the Justice League expensive sounding beats. That's when he's at his best.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you now. Now we talking that shit.
Meek Mill is at his best when he's got the sample. He talk about oodles and noodles. Mamas had to do this. Mamas had to do that. I was on the streets thugging the bug, and my hair was not. When he talking about
hair
that,
was nappy.
when he talking about that pain, my nigga,
That's that lot. Yeah, he right.
Meek is at his best.
He right.
So when these niggas get together on this album and start talking about bitches this, bitches that, hoes here, I don't want to hear that shit. And it just didn't. I mean, they got that in their bag. I get that.
I say that too, though.
It's in their bag, but
It don't feel natural
But
to
I
me.
want to hear.
I feel like
they
people,
had some.
it's hard to. I feel like maybe what I want to listen to is past like your lavish lifestyle. I think that's part of my problem with music.
Because
I don't care about your money you make and
what
the
thing
girls you
is-
hit and all of
But
that.
the thing is, your life has changed. So sometimes your musical take has changed. And since you like at that Ross level, nigga, like you like, I'm tired of hearing about myself, and you don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? I get that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Who, me? wait, I was about to say, yeah. You know
niggas,
You at Ross level? You at Ross level? You make his
that's
money?
why I had to ask, like, yo,
You making
wait,
Ross
you
money?
talking about me? Nah, I'm just saying. Like, I remember the first time I heard Lil Baby. What was the song he made after George Floyd?
Where you had the white t-shirts or the
That's like one of
t-shirt
your
and
favorite
fucking-
songs ever. You always talk about that.
I like that song. The Bigger Picture.
bigger picture, yeah.
Like, when I heard that song, I was like,
This nigga's
I really like this nigga now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like this song. Like, it ain't about your money. Nobody care about your money, bro.
It's real shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather you rap about that. But, I mean, I guess that is Rick Ross's life these days. His money.
True, he's rapping his truth.
his
I
wooden-
don't-
It's $30 million.
His wooden pickleball paddle.
Biggest house in Atlanta, biggest pool.
He told DJ Envy that his wife could come polish his pickleball paddle.
That was funny.
I'm the king of the
he
car
was putting
show.
the emphasis on the P's. She can come polish my pickleball paddle.
Yeah,
And
my
come over
wooden
here.
pickleball paddle.
And come over here and clean my floors.
But I don't know. I don't know, man. It's hard. I don't know what I'm looking for, man. I'm lost in
You
music
should try
these
listening
days.
to who was it? YG and Mozzie did an album together. There you go.
So, is Mozzie on Yo Gotti's label?
Yeah.
Okay. I just seen like a picture and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What is that, CMG?
Yep.
Let's see. On Dead Last, hearing from Fabulous. I said, he cleaned it up nice.
I really like
don't
Fab.
really be
Fab.
missing, bro.
I really like
and
Fab,
I feel like-
man.
I
Pro
feel
is
like-
pro.
I feel like right now he's on his Andre 3000 shit. But I'm like, bro, you long overdue for a verse.
What was
a
Fab's
mixtape.
last album?
Bro, it might have been a mixtape.
I was about to say Fabulous.
Well, what
Way
was
or
his
some
last
shit.
album? Was it From Nothing to Something?
No.
Or was
no,
it
Put
Fab?
it in the
Was
bag?
it Loso's Way?
Wait, you might be.
Might be Loso's way. Honestly, I don't
I
remember.
think it
nothing
was
after that.
Loso's Way. I think Loso's Way was his last album. He's just been having mixtapes since then.
Maybe he's just in his feature season, man.
That's why I said he on his Andre 3000, bro.
That kind of rhymed a little bit. Feature seasons. A little bit.
Well, the last thing he released, his last, I don't know if it's an album or a mixtape. I think Summertime Shootout would be a mixtape. But the last album would have been him and Jadakiss,
Oh yeah.
Friday on Elm Street. And that was another one of those albums where it's just like, the rapping is there, but the styles don't match. I don't know. It's just something off.
Now, if you give me Jadakiss and Meek Mill, I feel like you might have something there.
Yeah, Loso Way was 2009. That
Yeah,
was
I'm
like the
looking at
last
that.
one.
I mean, but it looked like he did. I don't know if these are mixtapes
The
or
Young
what. The
OG
soul
Project.
tapes.
I don't know.
Were the soul tapes mixtapes?
I think the Soul Tapes were mixtapes.
Yeah, those were mixtapes.
Yeah, I was listening to that off Dat Piff. Rest in peace.
That
I
Piff,
remember
yeah.
that, boy.
Rest in peace. Rest
Man.
in peace, man. My
There is no
favorite-
competition. Was that a mixtape too?
mixtape series. There is no competition, and that's the one on the graveyard, right? The tombstones and shit.
One of them.
Yeah, that's the Tombstone series. Yeah, that's mixtapes.
Anyway,
My favorite beat on the album might have been "Go to Hell." I think that might have been my favorite song because it felt like they was rapping, but I don't remember what they was rapping about. That's the problem.
They wasn't rapping then.
But the flows was there. It sounded like they was talking. They was talking their shit. You know what I'm saying? That's another one of their bags I like. it felt like a lot of these songs, like Meek Mill has a lot of energy. I mean, he has a high pitched voice, so it sounds, you know, it's energizing. And I felt like sometimes Ross didn't match their energy. Ross ain't got.
He don't rap like that.
Yeah,
though.
he ain't got that. So that's what I'm saying. That why it didn't match up.
He's
to
like
me.
a
The
low.
Barry White of rappers, nigga.
Yeah, he like a
Yeah,
laid
but I'm
back,
saying,
cool
like,
nigga. You know.
his flow just sometimes he can't match the energy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot he repeats a lot of his flows. You know, sometimes I can predict sun and sun and the sun and the sun and the sun. Like that's his bag. You know, but and I feel like him and Meek didn't match up on some of these songs. Star Island, I don't like Meek Mill's
Mill.
lazy drunk flow. No, I was talking about his flow. It's in a possessive form.
That's
Hush
true,
your
bro.
mouth.
This
Possibly.
nigga sick of your shit.
So I don't like his lazy drunk flow where he it just sound like he in there with his head to the side and shit.
Kind of a good impersonation.
It just I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling that. I did like to hear Meek Mill, Wale, and Rick Ross though. That was a great track.
So I was gonna ask y'all about that. Is that still a thing?
I don't think so.
That's what's still a thing.
Like, is Wale still on MMG?
No.
No.
Wale
I don't
is
think so.
now on Def Jam. A partnership with Def Jam, or I think he's operating under his Blue Moons label.
Damn, Wale's
Well,
been around a
Wale's
while.
Hey.
dropping something soon though.
Is it for Lauren? Do y'all say for Lauren?
Falarin.
For Lauren? Oh, she gonna fucking kill me.
What?
The Nigerian at work, the girl at work.
Shout out.
Me and her been arguing about. I'm like, Wale say for Lauren, and she's like, it's for Lauren.
That's Falarin.
He say for Lauren though.
What's
I pulled up
word
the
y'all
song.
talking about?
If it says Falarin then.
I'll go find
He
the
says
song.
for Lauren.
He says for Lauren,
Oh well, it's what the man said.
but she swear I'm wrong.
Why don't y'all just listen to it?
I sit there the
It
song.
might just be her
You
accent.
that petty nigga.
I
I'm
wasn't.
gonna send you the
I
link.
wasn't a fan of the Vori guy.
She speaks regularly.
Really?
Yeah, the
doesn't have an accent?
little vocalist. I think it might have been too much Vori. Like one of them tracks could have been like Ty Dolla $ign and would have been cool.
Wait. Let me see which one you talking about. Because he was on the one with Fabulous for sure. Dead last.
They don't really love us. That's the song I didn't like him on.
Vori?
Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't really feeling Tiana Taylor on Above the Law. But
That's a real hit or miss for me right there.
Above the Law felt like a 90s West Coast song. And I could just see him like in the video treatment. Robin Banks.
Do you like Tiana Taylor?
She's okay.
You don't like Tiana Taylor?
She's okay. She's okay vocalist.
Wasn't she on Diddy's album?
Yeah, I think so. I think she was. I mean, she's cool. I ain't knocking her. You know?
Sounds like you are a little bit.
Yep, little hater.
Little boat.
So having an opinion is hating. Okay.
That's how you know how it goes.
You know.
kid.
Lyrically easy.
You know how it goes.
They'll get you in the comments, bro.
Lyrically easy. You know, if I heard that beat, the first thing I thought it was Jay-Z. Lyrical exercise. I thought I wanted to know.
Jay-Z couldn't hold a candle to these boys.
I wanted to know was the breathing
Skim past
the
that.
breathing sound on lyrical exercise Jay-Z's breath? Because if so, they sampled this man's breath. Because that same breathing noise is on this song. It's on the same song. I was like, that sounds exactly like. And I went back and listened to it. I'm like, I wonder is that Jay-Z? And did they sample Jay-Z breathing hard? That's kind of weird. That's
I'm
weird.
always surprised how different we listen to the same album, bro.
My brain is made.
That is just wow. Like,
Usually it's me.
You probably never heard the lyrical exercise song from Jay-Z.
I just
Yeah.
would never in my brain think like, okay, somebody's doing a little breathing thing on this song.
It
like,
sounds
whose breath is that?
No, I said I wonder.
You could play a couple seconds from it.
I'm gonna do it after the pod if I remember. But anyway, there were some lines that I picked out of here, and I wanted to see what y'all thought about. Oh, on gold medals, they were talking about giving these women prizes for good sexing. I said Jeremiah did a good job staying in his pocket. He didn't stress the vocal cords. He stayed right where he needed to be.
It sounds like they probably coached him
He
before.
didn't do too bad. But Ross said, birthday sex is the only time I fuck you slow. I started thinking, that big ass nigga ain't got nothing but slow.
So, on the tractor,
you
he
saying
just
he not
got turtle.
jackrabbing
He just got turtle mode. He ain't got the rabbit.
Ross ain't got no jack in him, bro. And then on that
That's
same
wild.
song, Meek said, when you fuck me, put some hoe in it. And I said, you know what? I feel that.
Yep.
I felt that.
Sometimes, you got to be.
You gotta be a
I
rocket.
need you to be nasty.
I don't care what you told that motherfucking pastor.
What you doing?
I said I like that kind of shit right there.
Close that door. You come in this room. Put your hair in a goddamn ponytail.
Okay.
Oh shit.
You sexist bastard.
And to wrap this up, like I said, I gave it a 7. I liked the 800 Carats beat. I thought that was a pretty good beat. Last note I'm gonna say is Dane again proves he's the best NBA athlete to ever rap. And being with Shaq, tearing that song apart in a bad way, he further
Y'all
proves.
not gonna do Shaq.
He further proves my point. Proves my point.
I can't let y'all shit on the diesel
argue.
like that.
On the Diesel? Shaq Diesel?
I mean, come on. Y'all holding Shaq to the real standard of a rapper. Y'all realize that?
This man.
He decided to be a rapper.
Nah, man. This dude been
They gave
practicing
him
hook shots for 20 years.
They gave him a Maybach Music Group chain. He decided to be a rapper.
Yeah, that was publicity.
Well,
though,
they had a
man.
video
Like,
for this?
No, it was on TNT.
Oh my god.
They came out. Him and me came
Oh,
out. Rick
What'd
Ross
he do?
said-
Kneel
They
down?
promoting the album because Shaq's on there. He's the lead singer.
I didn't know nothing
get
about
it.
all of that, but
That
when
makes
that
sense.
came out, they had him on TNT. Him and me came out. Ross and me came out, and they was Shaq. We want to give you something. They gave him a big ass MMG chain. Big ass MMG chain.
Well, I mean, you can't give him a regular one because
Yeah.
that motherfucker be like, why'd you give him a little
A fucking
pendant?
a fucking Claire's necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta be at least, I would say,
that mug is
7
huge.
inches across or at least.
Yeah.
Shaq, it doesn't fit around my head.
No, but I thought the beats were cool on this album. It was a good album.
Good, so you don't want to change that 7?
Nah, 7. I'll live at the 7.
I'm gonna live and die by this 6,
Live at the 7.
regardless of what they say in the comments.
Well-
Crazy thing is, looking at this picture, the chain look big on Rick Ross, but it don't look big in Shaq's
Let me see.
hand.
Well, Shaq head is.
Oh, that's weird. That's a large human boy. Next week we'll probably get around to that old Chris Brown that came out a little too
Breezy.
right before we did this thing. So next time we're gonna hit y'all with the Chris Brown. Unless Drake drops. You heard it first.
Wait, Drake got another album coming?
Nah, nigga, I was
it
trolling.
was a joke.
Peace and love.